The question of Jadabharata is, Bharata Chakravarti was the king of India. In his honor, the country was called Bharatakanda. At the age of 50, he takes Vanapasta and starts meditation. He rescues one baby deer and takes care of the baby deer. At the time of death, he constantly remembers baby deer. Who will take care of that? That's why he's born in next life as a deer. Next life he spends in the ashram of rishis, listening to Vedanta teaching. Next life he will become a Brahmin. It's called Brahmin's name. It's called Jadabharata. Now, Jadabharata is already evolved. He walks while walking. He will make sure that he doesn't trample any insects, including ants. He's very careful. Now the question is why he should do that is the question. So there are two types. There is unconscious people who is actually called ignorant. They will do something, they don't even know what they are doing and why they are doing. They may kill, they may destroy, whatever is that, unconsciousness. There is a seeker of truth. Seeker of truth will start following consciously dharma. Dharma is called ahimsa. Ahimsa paramo dharma. Not doing intentional violence against somebody. Why? Everybody is like me. I cannot hurt anybody. I should not hurt anybody because nobody should hurt me. So that with that he will start practicing it. Still he has ego. Debate in Buddhists, right? So when they dig the earth, they will be very careful. They don't want to harm any earthworm. Because they say, we have gone through many lifetimes. In some lifetime, earthworm was my mother. I should not harm my mother. Any living being, we were born in that living being. When we harm anybody, we are harming our own relatives, our own mother, or ourselves. So this is the concept of a seeker. So now this will help him to evolve from tamoguna to rajoguna to sattoguna or gunatita, because it will accumulate good karma, dharma. Now Jadabharata was not a seeker. Jadabharata was a Jnani. So Jnani, for Jnani, there's no dharma and adharma is there in that sense. But Jnani is overflowing with compassion and love. Every living being myself, it's called, there's no concept that some living being is my mother or related to me or myself, or Jnani is aware that I am the totality. I am that all that is there. Sarvam Khalid Brahma. I am only appearing as all living beings. Now, when that understanding is there, that relation is there, if you are hurting somebody, you are hurting your own self in that form of living being. It is not a sadhana now. It's not a spiritual practice. It's a relation. So Jnani, his life is conscious and aware with the understanding, I am the totality. I am appearing in all the form of living beings. That's why does Jnani spend time, effort in teaching and educating people? He is educating himself in the form of all living beings. It's out of love and compassion, not as a sadhana. When Buddha got enlightened, somebody asked Buddha, what happened after enlightenment? He said, I saw the whole world is enlightened. Everybody is Buddha. I am Buddha, everybody is Buddha. Then why are you teaching? He said, I am awakened Buddha. I see so many Buddhas who are sleeping. They're suffering. They're dreaming. I want to wake them from dream. And Jnani sees himself in all living beings. That's why Jadabharata was careful not to trample anybody, not as a sadhana. Does it answer your question?
Yes.
So this relation is called Sarvatma Bhava. I am Brahman. I am the totality. That relation is the total relation. In that, subject-object duality is transcended, and subject and object. I am the transcendent reality, and I am the immanent reality. I am the totality of the world. So both realization has to happen to be fully free.
That's a little harder in this generation of living, right?
What is harder?
To you're consciously harming insects, worms, birds. You just try to do it in a lesser harmful way of living.
I'm saying, don't go to extreme in the spiritual path. Do to the best of your ability. The spirituality doesn't demand extremism. What's best possible within your ability, within your consciousness, try to do it.
Yep.
All right.
I have one question, Guruji.
Yes.
Based on this. See, if in an ignorant person, say if he's really hurting something, he doesn't have the intention to hurt. He's doing it without a sense of doership, let's say.
No, he has a sense of doership. If he has no sense of doership, he's already enlightened.
But no, if I'm doing it unconsciously,
Unconsciously, he has a sense of doership.
why should karma affect him? Because
see, her question is, an ignorant person does unconsciously. He hurt somebody. The sense of doership is not acceptable. He has a sense of doership.
Because of the ego, you're saying. But in that act, he doesn't have the intention to hurt or harm.
No. See, his conscious level, empathy or sympathy is low. Understand?
Yes.
But he has a sense of doership. Without sense of doership, nobody will do anything. So being conscious of what I do and doership, right? So an unevolved person has no sense of, may not be high level of awareness or consciousness, but he has sense of doership.
But his intention is not to hurt.
But he has a sense of doership, no?
So karma should follow.
Should follow. As long as your dharma sense of doership, karma will follow. I'll tell you a story. Her question is, somebody hurt somebody. He is not conscious. Maybe let us take somebody's mentally disturbed person. He hurt somebody. He has no intention of hurting, but he hurts. Will karma come? Will there be karma or not? Question is, does he have sense of doership or not? The sense of doership will not go until you get jnana. It will be in some rudimentary form. Have you seen Tom and Jerry movie? Right? The rat and cat play, right? Understand? The cat catches out of a rat. It doesn't kill it. It plays with it. And it derives a joy out of that. That's the ego satisfaction of the cat. Even that animal has ego. Then you don't say that human beings don't have ego. So the cat derives the satisfaction out of hurting that mouse, even though it's food. Okay, that's at the lower level. Human beings are much higher level of evolution. They have a sense of ego, sense of doership. They may enjoy hurting somebody. They may say it's not hurt, it's enjoyment. But sense of doership is there, karma will come. It is like if you put a hand in the fire will burn you, whether you like it or not. The law of karma will work. So there was a thief.
No.
So there's somebody saying, sense of doership and ignorant of hurting others are different. A drunkard can hit somebody, but he was not conscious. So when drunkard hits somebody, he has a sense of doership. If there's no doership, there's no karma. Tell me, drunkard has no sense of doership. So drunkard hurt somebody. He's unconscious. He hits somebody. Will karma come to him or not? Okay. Now, tell me he is drunk. He has no sense of doership. He has sense of doership. He will have. Okay, let us take somebody is drunk, has hurt somebody, and he says, I didn't have sense of doership. Somebody will come and hit him. then don't try, because you don't have sense of doership. Ownership and doership will go. The drunkard, somebody hits, he'll start running away because he has sense of doership. Even if he's drunk, he'll run. He'll try to escape. See, here you are not conscious is not a question. Do you have a deep sense of doership or not? I give you the example of cat. Cat is a lower level animal. It has sense of doership, knowership, or I'm saying ego. So ego will be there. If ego is not there, he is Jnani. Doesn't matter. A drunkard hits somebody. You say he's unconscious. He has no sense of doership. So somebody comes and hits him, he'll run. He has ego. He has a doership. Right? So ego is there. Deep-rooted ego is there. I'll just conclude this with a story. A thief commits a murder. He is brought in front of the judge. He says, I didn't murder anybody. Then who murdered? My hand. How did your hand operate? He quotes a sloka from Vedanta. Prakritehe kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha ahankara vimuda atma kartaha vinni manyate. Prakriti, nature did through my hand. I am not the murderer. Then just very good. Judge also has read Bhagavad Gita. Yes, you are not a murderer. Very good. Put his hand in jail for 30 years. Right? So we think we are smart, but nature, Prakriti works on certain law. Respect that law. Any questions?